Hey, what is up, guys? It's Connor here from Geek on Your Face. Welcome to Anime Spotlight. This is gonna be the new show where I did kind of like a top 5 sort of thing where it was like I gave animes that I suggested that you guys watch and all that sort of thing. But I figured I would narrow it down to I would spotlight maybe like one a week so that I could be more in depth and I could actually explain, the pros and cons of each anime better. So to start off with the first episode of the Anime Spotlight, we're gonna have High School of the Dead. Now, this is a fucking awesome show. It is awesome. I would highly suggest you guys watch it if you have not already. If you like zombies, this is 100% totally, zombie plus. Like, it's a good zombie thing is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not crappy zombies because it's trying to be an anime. It's a good anime and a good zombie thing, right? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But it's really, I think that it complements each other so well because it's an anime. It's a highly analytical anime in the sense that it explains a lot and it goes through the characters' thoughts and their thought progression and their problem solving. It goes through that very deeply, which I think complements a zombie apocalypse type of setting really well because it explains why they're thinking the way that they are and why they made the choices that they did really well. And it works so well. It's just such a great zombie adaptation. It goes over a lot of the different aspects of like a zombie world. Having to actually do the initial escape when the outbreak is found out, and also has to do with society sort of starts collapsing. People become crazy. Other survivors and stuff that want to rob you and kill you and stuff like that. Take your shit. And it also has to do with a lot of the breakdown of them as characters, as people in this world. Their morals, they get challenged, and it's very humanizing for the characters, and you definitely get a sense of relatability. Like, you can relate to almost all the characters. The main character, Takashi, you can relate to him super well right off, like, the first 5 minutes of the anime. You're like, yeah, I've been there, bro. I understand. I feel your pain. And you do like a little chest bump, peace sign type of thing. You're like, yeah, I got you. But you're just like, no, that totally makes sense. And as you journey with these people throughout the world that they're thrown into and stuff, you get to know each one of them, and obviously that's just proper character progression, but you don't see that a lot in some things. There's not proper character progression in some things, but in this you see them, and you see how they react and how they change. You see them at the start of the show, and then nearing the end you see that they're almost completely different people, but they still have their core elements that keep them the same. So it's fantastic to see something come together this well. But in the animation, I'm gonna go into the cons in a second. On the animation, really awesome, super strong. It's definitely one of the main attracting points of the show, is how well the animation is actually done. There are, as you guys can see on the screen, other things that the animation does that attracts people to the show, but aside from that, the actual animation is very fluid. The colors are vibrant. It's got nice, you can see around the edges how it softens and stuff like that. A detail like that isn't always put into animes because they're always rushed out. There's way more anime that comes out in a year than other shows, so it's nice to see something with so much effort put into it. And you definitely get a sense that the world, you almost feel like you're in the world, which is something that it does really, really well. And you guys will see that if you start watching, and I highly recommend this. For the cons, though, sometimes it does feel a little bit rushed, and sometimes their explanations can be like, okay, I get it. You can stop now, just do it, and I'll pick up. I'll understand what's going on. You don't need to explain it, what's going on. So that sometimes can be a little bit annoying. How it's like, it's spoon feeding you at some points where it's like, okay, I'm a person. I have average brain capacity. I can understand what's going on at this level. You don't need to, keep on telling me that. But sometimes it can get a little complicated, and you do like that that's there. So, take all this with a grain of salt, and you know, as per usual, it's just, you know, some people like it, some people don't. I would give it a chance though, you know, go 2 episodes, 3 episodes in. Every anime that, you know, I get suggested to, and then I actually give a chance, always give it like 3 or 4 episodes as a chance, because it's, you know, openings are really hard to pull off great, and if they don't get pulled off great, chances are they're not good. There's not really anything that's, you know, it's okay. It's either going to want to make you keep watching it, or you're going to be done. This, I think that the opening is great. I think it's actually really well done. I think it definitely gives you the materials, and it gives you the satisfaction and everything so that you want to keep on watching it. But there's not really a lot more to be said, you know. I don't really want to spoil things for you guys, but I would just definitely suggest watching this. If you like zombies, if you like anime, this is the perfect marriage between the two. I don't think it has been done better than High School of the Dead. There's something there for everybody. It is probably like not PG-13, it's a little bit higher than PG-13, so, you know, just keep that in mind. You're not going to be like, hey mom and dad, look what I'm watching. Probably not going to want to be doing that, but at the same time, it's not overly, you know, raunchy or anything like that. But it definitely has a lot of strong points to it, not a lot of cons. I would suggest watching this. If I had to give it a score, I'll probably give it 8.5 out of 10. Let's go like that, 8.5 out of 10. Really, really awesome. And there is, I think the second season's coming out. I'm not entirely sure. With animes, everybody's always like, oh yeah, there's a second season coming. Oh no, the season got canceled. There's so much information that goes out with popular animes that you can't really trust anything, because the studios can change their minds too. So as far as I know, the latest thing I heard was that the second season will be coming as of September 2014. I have no idea. That's just what I heard. But without any more specific, hard, concrete stuff to go on, you know, who knows when it'll be coming out. But it is definitely worth a watch, even if it's just the 1 season. And the OVAs. OVAs are a little bit, you know, crazy, but, you know, whatever. In the OVAs, they do mention that there's more High School of the Dead to come, so, you know, take that as you will. But that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the anime Spotlight. High School of the Dead is definitely a must-watch. If you guys have any suggestions for future anime Spotlight videos, let me know in the comments, as well as, you know, tell me what you liked about this, and tell me if you liked High School of the Dead, if you went and watched it. If you have already watched it, you know, feel free to tell me what you thought of it. All that kind of stuff. But as for me, I'm going to go now and, you know, go watch this. You guys will have fun. Goodbye!